We're going to be back in 3 weeks, and we'll be able to make a decision and get started on this then.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is our citizens' comments. This is an opportunity for citizens to come forward and share with us issues they have and make comment on issues that are not on tonight's agenda. So if you come forward one time, please. The first one is Derek.
Good evening. I'm here again about the police station and the location. And I'd like to thank the mayor and the city clerk for getting us the minutes and all the information that we asked in a very timely manner. But I still have a problem. I want to make sure too that everyone knows that we're not against building a new police station. We're not against the renovations here and across the street. We're not even against the budgeting. What we're against and totally against is the one place, and that's the West Lincoln Highway location of the new police station. I looked through the minutes, and most of the time from 2002 to 2010, it was talking about room for the police station. And then in 2011, May 18th meeting, it turned to response time. So I always had that problem with response time because I've never seen anything in the minutes or anything else that, where there was a test taken to see was that response time really accurate, that going through under the viaduct would slow down a police making an arrest or anything like that on the northwest side of DeKalb, where it was said in the minutes that it was the higher crime rate. So not getting any testing about the time frame about what it would take to make a response on the northwest side of DeKalb, I didn't see the point to be using where the response time would be the big thing about why we should build a police station right there. Through the minutes I saw where they talked about putting the police station on the north side of the tracks, which I didn't have a problem with, but putting it there right in front of the Center for Black Studies and right there where we have the most traffic coming into the university because that's where our parking garage is. And it just seemed to me like it's not a good place to put that. And I just wanted to let everyone know that we're not against building a new police station because you did a lot of work. I saw from 2002 up to now that you did a lot of work in trying to get this thing together. But I do have a problem with the location. I haven't seen yet in minutes. I'm going to look in the minutes again. But I never saw in the minutes where it was a vote taken by the city council and everybody agreed that the West Lincoln Highway location was the location where you were going to build it after October, because we talked to the mayor and even police chief in November and December, and we were told at that time that it was too late for us to do anything, that it was a done deal. But we found out a lot of information that led us to believe that it wasn't a done deal. So that's why we continue to fight this fight that we're not in favor of the police station being, the new police station being built on West Lincoln Highway, right across the street from the Center for Black Studies and McDonald's and all the high traffic area in that area. Thank you.
Thank you. Farouk?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Farouk I'm the student manager of the Center for Black Studies. Pretty much just here in representation, along with Mr. Smith as well. As far as with this police station, just by looking through the minutes, like you stated, you just really, we don't really see too much as far as where the vote has went on, and then on top of that, as far as with the approval from IDOT, you guys said that you were still waiting for that in the note that we received, and along with it's just a bunch of loopholes that we're seeing. So, like we said, we're not against the location really of we're not against the building of a new police location. We're just against the location, and we like for you guys to keep us, the NIU community, involved because we are a part of this community, like I continue to state every time I come here, because as long as we're here, whether it's 4 or 5 years, we are residents of DeKalb County. So, thank you.
Thank you. Kevin?
Greetings, everyone. My name is Kevin Chambliss. I live in 746 North IIllinois Drive, DeKalb, Illinois. I am a former county board member here in the county of DeKalb. How you doing, Ms. Paulson? It's been a while.
Yeah, I thought you were down in Texas. You came back, huh?
Miami, actually. I came back, yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I'm speaking tonight, because I speak as a non-student citizen resident of the city and the county of DeKalb. And I thought that, honestly, that DeKalb was moving forward in a more reasonable fashion when it comes to some of our issues, but I'm still very, very concerned. The fact that we have continued to go along with the location, even after questions and concerns were raised about the location being across from the Center for Black Studies, and again, yes, I'm speaking about the police station, the new location, proposed location of the police station. After those concerns were heard, time and time again, I'm sure, I'm concerned that those voices were ignored in some way. Because you have to ask yourself, is building, if we want our police, you know, and we all want our police to do their job, if we want our police to be able to have the ability to do their job, they're going to have the trust of the people. One of the reasons why you have such high crime rates is because the people do not trust you. They have no faith in your government. And this is speaking again, I'm not a student at NIU. I'm a citizen of the City of DeKalb. I will say that I probably speak more so for your minority populations, but it is the truth that they have no trust in you. And to go ahead with this planned location, knowing that if you build something in front of somebody's house that they consider a threat, that they consider not to be on their side, if you do that, that will be a harassment to them and their well-being as they go about their daily lives. To continue to do that without even acknowledging that, without even saying, hey, you know what, maybe that is a concern that we should look into. Let's do a survey of residents, you know, and see what the residents really, what all of the residents have to say. Let's put it on the ballot. There's a lot of different ways that you could go about doing it, but to not do any of these things and to say, hey, forget it, it's too late, we're going to do it anyway, and we don't care what you say, I think that's taking a step backwards. There's a lot of room to grow when it comes to the racial tensions here in DeKalb, and we have grown a lot, moved forward. But if you continue with this particular initiative, I'm concerned that the lack of trust would even disappear more. It seems that there should at least be a pause to say, is this not so much can we do this, but is this the right thing to do? Should we maybe take a pause for a sec and see what we are doing? Because once it's built. And every student that comes to NIU that says, oh, DeKalb's a nice city to live in, nice place to be, they go to the Center for Black Studies and they get all this cultural enrichment, and they walk outside and they see the police station right there. And everybody's told them about, you know, the relationship between the African American and your Latino communities and the City of DeKalb police. And every day when they leave the Center for Black Studies, they have to see the police station. Who's going to ever want to live here? Maybe that's the goal. I don't know. I hope not. I'm sure it's not. But those are questions that we should really ask ourselves. Not so much can we do it, but is it the right thing to do? Citizen input is crucial. There are a lot of citizens throughout the City of DeKalb that have asked for more input, but I think in this, once you build it, you've made your statement, whether you're trying to make that statement or not. And you have to ask yourself, is that truly the statement that we want to make to the minority communities of the city of DeKalb? Police chief just stepped down. I'm sure that there's going to be a process in which there's going to be the selection of the next police chief. I encourage you to bend over backwards, break your neck, extend your arms out to the community to make sure that those populations don't feel the same way about that. That when you're selecting your next police chief, that you're actually just making the extra effort to include populations that feel that they don't have a voice in this community, not because you have to, but because it's the right thing to do. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. James?
All right, good evening, everyone. First off, I do want to thank the mayor because he had taken time out to meet with us a number of times outside of the city council meetings. But one thing I just wanted to tell you guys is we first had a meeting with the mayor back on November 21st, 2011, where we first kind of started this dialogue. And at first I was kind of indifferent about taking up this, this issue as a, problem as being a student leader on campus. And then after that meeting, I kind of seen that it was assured after doing more research that I needed to step up and make sure that, not only was my voice heard, but my peers' voice was heard, because there was a lot of people out there who, aren't willing to come into these meetings and stuff, but, speak for themselves. They'd rather, just stay in the background. And, from that meeting, one thing that came out is just like, we was kind of told that we wouldn't be able to do anything about this. And after doing, further research, we found out, as it's been brought up before, that there wasn't even a proposal given to IDOT yet. And that's a big thing because it's the Illinois Department of Transportation. And they need to propose it, and the proposal didn't go to them until March 30th of this year. And so with this current location, the biggest issue is that we're going to have is that the traffic. It's a high traffic area, and if you add a police station, that's going to be more traffic because people are going to come for visits, and then you have the police going in and out. And then also you got to take into consideration the university and how much traffic they get, especially around this time of year when they have students coming in for orientation and their parents and families are going to the parking garage and they're going to clash. And I actually looked at the traffic impact study, and a lot of the charts, all of them show consistencies of, there being delays, that people are losing a lot of time as far as, when traveling along Lincoln Highway. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that.
Thank you. Dave? Okay, Adam?
Hello everyone, my name is Adam Lopez. I'm also a citizen here in DeKalb, resident rather. What my issue is that I wanted to bring it in front of all of the city council members as well as those who represent the police, is that there's been a lot of talk, mostly whispers and everything, about this whole issue of zero tolerance by the police, especially unexpected gang members. What I want to know, especially as somebody who works with the youth, specifically the Latino youth, I want to know exactly in the written proposal of what exactly zero tolerance means, who will it affect, what are they trying to look for. I heard one police officer speak, and this is a quote, about if you're caught in the wrong neighborhood and you look a certain way and somebody calls, we will go and check you out. If you are a known gang member, we already know your files, and if there's somebody, and this is a quote, if they're even talking about the weather, we will know and we will ask them, pull them over and see what's going on. So what I want to know exactly is, what is the zero tolerance all about? When is it going to happen? Exactly, in details, in writing, so we can get it out to all the community if it is happening, for sure. So this is something that ties in directly to the police station as well as the citizens of DeKalb. So, thank you.
Thank you. I encourage you to maybe meet with our interim police chief, our police administrator, and maybe set up a meeting.
Absolutely. I can leave some of my information? That way you can just get all of your things at me on time with that. So I'll just go up to you right now.
Yeah, thank you very much. We want to try to meet with you and get a better understanding, and hopefully you can bring that back to the community. Thank you.
But again, the power of the internet, right? It takes me all of 5 seconds with my high-speed Wi-Fi in this place to find a story in the Northern Star back in November of 2008 that says City Council at the time, Tom Tarazinski and other council members were split on the decision of where they're going to be putting this police station. It's going to be located on the west side of campus and this and that. I appreciate the energy that the students and the advisor that came in earlier today have about where we're locating our police station. I appreciate the fact that they mentioned in the minutes that were given to them by our city clerk, we're all the way back to 2002 discussing the location of this police station, and I think that in this day and age, with as much information as out there, I claim, no, I can't believe it, that someone can say that no one's ever let us know, there's still no vote on it, there's nothing. I don't think so. I don't agree with it. I think it's all a bunch of whatever, and if there's that big of a concern about a police station being located not directly across the street, but catty corner of where they are right now for their particular building, you know, I don't think there was that big of a stink when they built their building 4 blocks from the police station in NIU. However, someone mentioned to me on the street, they said, do they even own that building? And if they don't like the location of where our police station is, then just go to John Peters at NIU and say, move us to a different location. We don't want, I mean, this is, I hate to keep going around and around with this whole thing, but it's so simple to go and just find information to say, this has been out there for a long time. And I find it hard to always get beat up over the head here with comments saying, you know, how can you do this? And this has never been, I don't get it. So I appreciate you doing that, Diane, doing all that research stuff. So.
And finally,